Now I will request PCR to please fire the long-term chart of Celebi. This is a company, ladies and gentlemen, which was very recently barred by the government of India on security, national security concerns. The company has Turkish origin, and we all know how Turkey misbehaved in the very recent military flare-up between India and Pakistan. 10% lower circuit, trading blocked yesterday, and for last 3 days it's been going lower and lower. We are joined by Karishma Sudani, special correspondent for Business Today TV, to give us the background on Celebi. Karishma, what a pleasure to have you on the morning show. What news do you have on Celebi? Have their contracts been revoked?
Thank you very much for your question, Shell. I think it's come as a big breaker and much expected lines. In fact, Business Today Television was the first one to report on this day before yesterday that government is looking at the social media outrage on Turkish companies based out of India. On expected lines, looks like internal doors were knocked from MEA to MOCA, and that is why this decision was taken of revoking their security clearance. Celby has quite a history. When it entered India, it was during the UPA rule, but it was its license was renewed twice during the last 10 years of Modi government. Clearly, the fact that not much was out in the know that they do have some kind of threat to national security, but after the recent conflict and Turkey's open support to Pakistan, the government has made it clear that they wouldn't want a company to mess with India's security, and especially via data on aviation. Now, challenge for us is how do we fill the spots at 9 airports? Opportunity for us is we already have resources, we have backup, we have Air India services, we have Bird Group, who are also a logistic firm, a cargo firm, ground handling firm, which are likely to take over across the airports. The employees of Celebi will be retained by these ground handling firms to carry on the operation.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not the India of the past which forgives a slight. And this, Karishma, is happening when India extended so much of help to Turkey in the earthquake that it suffered in 2023. One is not looking at a payback for that earthquake, but one must be sensible when dealing with geopolitical realities. And there are some people who only listen to the sound of a stick. Maybe Turkey is one of them. As you would know, because you cover aviation much better than all of us put together, that lots of tourism has also been rolled back. Indians who are very angry and miffed with Turkey's tilt have now cancelled bookings for that country. Would you have an update on that one?
Yeah, it would be, it's interesting to know that India's tourism with Turkey has been close to about 3 lakh Indian passengers visiting the country each year. So Turkey will lose a lot of tourism from India on that front. Second, it's very important for us to note, and as you mentioned, Shell, that our history with Turkey is not just on the help that we have given them during the natural calamities, but it's also the kind of trade exchange we have with them.
Yes.
The exports from India to Turkey are almost close to, say, $3 billion and $5 billion versus the imports just being at around $1.5 billion. So we do supply a lot of stuff to Turkey at affordable prices. Is why they have been staying with us. But with the current diplomatic relations, evidently we may want to back out and dump our goods very happily, which India is willing to do across other regions like that of Africa or Latin America or say Vietnam, because textiles are strength, and textiles to Turkey were one of the major sectors that India was exporting, and we'll be very happy to send it back to Vietnam and still hold our export ratio with the countries, but Turkey may lose at getting affordable, may lose at getting certain products at affordable price.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.